Hey Debbie, all right, we have your spread. All right, so first we're going to see when in time we are, where we are. Oh, well, never mind. Here we go. So this is the ancient card. This is Lemuria and Atlantis. So we're actually not going to see when we're going. So we're here in ancient times. We're going to see what you did with the majority of your time, an important day, another important day, your death, and the lesson learned. All right? So, don't need that. We're going to either Atlantis or Lemuria. Which one? I'm asking my guides. I'm saying fill me in here. And it's very heavily Lemuria. Lemuria. It's so interesting because so Lemuria is more feminine energy. It doesn't mean femininity, it's just feminine energy, meaning less aggressive energy, whereas Atlantis had the aggressive energy, more masculine energy. So Lemuria, it's more community-based, almost more tribal, community-based, more seamlessness, more... With Atlantis, we have a lot of chaos eventually occurring, and here it's less. So I feel like this is kind of a softer feeling life, if that makes sense. And then, well, here we have what you do with the majority of your time. It's the leisure card. It doesn't mean you didn't work, it just meant, it could mean that actually. It could mean that you didn't work, but in this case, it could also mean just a more easygoing, seamless kind of life where things are, they come to you when you need it, and you do what's asked of you, and it doesn't bother you because this, you know, it's your role in life and you're happy about it. Satisfaction. There's a feeling of like just a content, satisfied kind of life here. Okay, so I'm asking them just to show me you, because a life of leisure, that doesn't really tell you a lot. Well, so what did you do? I'm asking them, what did she do? What did Debbie do in this life? It's a female. It is a female. And it's showing me a female with kind of masculine energy. Not aggressive, but more what is it? Not as emotionally affected, so to speak. Someone more level-headed. Someone, they're showing me like your hair is up, just up out of your face. And it's like more of it's a bit of a fleshy woman, not like large, just fleshy, soft, tanned, and dark hair. And that's all they're showing me. Just that's what I'm seeing. So this first important day, let's see if it'll tell us something here. So this is when people come to where you are, and it's the conquered or the welcome card. And in this case, it's a welcome card. I'm getting the word refugees. Refugees, people are coming to your home because they're run out of their own home. And they are welcome here. There's almost no question to it. They're welcome here. They're welcome to share and be of your people. It's almost like a policy with your people. Like that's what is expected. And it's like, of course you need help. Come, we'll help you. And you're involved in this. You're involved in taking them in. And so the relationship we have is the soulmate card. It doesn't always mean romantic. And in this case, I don't know if I get romance, really. The feeling of romance, there's this mutual deep, you meet someone and there's a deep mutual respect, there's a deep bond that seems to occur. The feeling of meeting this person and feeling like you've been expecting them. The feeling card right here, it's a dual card. It can mean the feelings of incapable or capable or both. So I'm asking why, what does this have to do with here? Okay, so what's happening is that you are stepping out of your comfort zone that you're used to, which is okay. You're okay with this, but it's still a little bit heart fluttering. It's a little bit nervousness, because what you're doing is you're inviting these people to stay with you. So these people are coming seeking refuge, and you are one that opens your home your literal home to them, and they come and you take these people in. And I want to say it's like there's definitely a man, and I feel like that's the person that they're talking about right here, even though I'm not sure if it's romantic. I feel like the man comes with people, like you're taking in almost like a family, like a man with 2 children, or even a man and his partner and their child. But the person that you're bonding with is this man, and he's almost like the one that the people that were escaping, they all looked to him. And now here's this guy who had to call all the shots to help these people. And now he's here and he has to basically listen to you. And now you're the one calling the shots. But it's done in a very loving way. You don't give them any reason to feel like they're baggage. You have a way about you that's just welcoming and just warm and welcoming. And so your job is to make the connections from this life to your current life. So for example, this might speak to you in that you are a very warm, welcoming person that would go out of their way to help someone. Or you could be someone who is very weird about being taken advantage of based on what happened in this life. So if you're someone that feels like, I don't want to be taken advantage of, and you're very wary of that for almost no reason, then it's because it's stemming from this life. So just keep that in mind when you make connections. All right. Or even maybe you have a very strong pull towards what's happening with the refugee situation with Syria or what's going on over there. You might feel very strongly wanting to help them. And if that's the case, it's because it stems from your personality here. The almost innate desire to want to help and bring peace. Okay. So here's the next important day. And this is the graduation card. It can mean school, but it can also mean a graduation of the mind. And then we have the relationship with this day is a karmic relationship. And here we have the feelings of, it's a feeling of being distant, of being removed. So this card shows a feeling of being removed. So what's happening here? What's happening here? I'm asking them what's happening. Alright. Okay. So this karmic relationship is this person that comes into your life. There's this man that I talked about before, and through what's happened, through your interactions with each other, it has almost evolved into a karmic relationship. Someone that doesn't want to leave your side even beyond this life. So this is someone that you very well might be with in your current life. Someone that you might be with in your current life that you feel just drawn to. Both of you drawn to each other in a certain way. It doesn't have to be romantic, though it could be. And so what's happened on this day is, it's almost like this day, the graduation comes in 2 ways. What you had to do is, this person and you have formed such a big bond, such a strong bond, but you can't belong to each other. It's almost like a hit and miss or an unrequited love in a way where I feel like he has a family and the family stayed with you and you both formed a bond, but you wouldn't cross boundaries out of respect and what's right. And so this day, I want to say that they actually, they left your home to make their own home among your community, still with your village, your people, but they have their own home now. And so you learned this really hard lesson of letting go and realizing it's only right. He has to move on, go with his family and live their life and start doing what they need to do to progress for their life. And you need to learn to move on and get back to your old ways, so to speak, like pick up where you left off when they came here. And I want to say this was many, many months later. So they've been living with you for many, many months, and over that time, you've formed such a bond with this person that you almost subconsciously made a karmic pact with them to come back together with them. And I feel like that's something happening in your current life. There's someone in your current life that you feel so drawn to, and I feel like this is from this life. So just keep that in mind. And the distant and removed feeling is that you had to distance yourself emotionally from this person in this life because you couldn't have them in the way that you wanted or that they wanted, so to speak. So it's kind of bittersweet because they'll always be around. They'll always be your friend. You would die for each other, but you can't be with each other on a level that you feel needs to be played out. And so you may be playing that out in this life. Perhaps you've either found someone that is so bonded with you, and it could be a partner, but it can also be a child. It can be a best friend, and you may even knowing that this person is so important to you, you might even not show them how much you care because of the feelings you felt here that you couldn't show them. So you might not know why in this current life, why you can't tell them how you feel, or you can't show the affection you want to show, and you don't know why. And that could be from this life. And so this might be telling you, hey, it's time to start showing that person how you feel. It's okay to show the affection. It needs to be shown. It needs to be voiced, recognized, because that's why they're there. It's to get the affection that they didn't get in this life, and vice versa for you to get the affection that you were denied in this life from this particular soul. Alright, your death here, this is easy peasy, natural squeezy. You just die in natural life, you just die a natural death, actually. I want to say, oh gosh, I just want to say, like, I see a lot of, like, light colors. I want to say early morning, you passed away, almost, I want to say in your sleep, but it's almost like you were starting to wake up for the next day, and you were just like, I just don't need to. Bye. So it's almost like early morning time. Your consciousness was kind of waking up for the day, and then it was like, nah, forget it, and it pooped out, and it's like, I'm done. And I see an older woman, just laying down, quite peaceful, near a window. There's light coming in, and it's just with a breath you're gone. And that's okay. That's kind of nice. The lesson learned here is compromise, and that makes perfect sense for what you went through. You really had to compromise your truest feelings in order to help these people. You knew what was right. You compromised what you wanted for what you know was right. You compromised doing what you wanted to do for what you know was right for you to do, to help these people in the right way. You weren't there to claim this person in this life as your own. You were there to meet him, to meet this soul, and to bond with this soul and know the depth of that feeling of bonding with someone. And you did. You really learned compromise in this life. You gave up the peacefulness of having your own home, your home by yourself, something an easygoing life, no chaos, to inviting these people into your life and changing your whole life around, and your whole life being altered emotionally, physically for these people. You learned this compromise. And that might mean that you're a very compromising person today. Or it might mean that you don't like compromising because of the heartache and hardship that compromise brought you in this life. So you see, you can make connections in so many ways. So just keep making those connections. And that was your life. And I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks for letting me read you.